Baby girl, you the one I adore. Your love bring me serenity. Every night I pray before I sleep, because I found you. Love you. No cloud, I do this for real. Can't tell you the ways you made me feel. I wanna love you for life, my future, my wife. You leaving, I'ma miss you. My loving ain't an issue. You rockin' with a Mitchell.
What up, Mitch Mafia? How are you guys feeling today?
I hope blessed, of course. As for me, y'all, I am feeling blessed. I feel good. How you feeling, baby?
I feel good.
Why are you feeling good?
Cause it's fliggity.
16.
Fliggity vlogmas. Day
16. Oh, it's like she knew. She said 16.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain.
This video is gonna be a little different, you guys. She actually had no idea that we were doing this. He came home like, all right, so what's next on the list? And I was just like, I really want to talk about mental health. I just really want us to just talk. I did write some stuff in my notes that I didn't want to forget. And yeah, we're just going to be talking about mental health, how important it is, and just letting people know that they're not alone. You know, we have this platform, and I feel like our purpose as a couple, as individuals, is to help others. And if we could save one person, that's enough for me.
That's enough, yeah.
You know, for us. And I feel like using our platforms, our social media platforms, and we may not have a big following, but we have enough people, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like somebody's gonna get this message, and it's gonna change somebody's life. And I don't know, I just feel like people need to hear this. Like, nobody talks about this. The first thing I want to definitely say is you're not alone. Whoever's watching this, if this is for you, this is for you. If it's not, then just hear us out. Maybe you could share this, you know, with somebody that you feel like is just struggling with life, or just they're struggling just in general, and you know that they're struggling and they need help and you don't have the right words. And we may not even have the right words, but we just want to talk about just mental health and how important it is, and making your mental health a priority, and, you know, stuff like that. So
yeah, you definitely got to protect your mental. That's what anybody that's going through something, if you ever ask for any advice from me, and I always told you, protect your mental. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing you got to do, is protect your mental, because without your mental, you can't function.
Right.
You don't know what you're doing. You just a walking soul.
Right. So, babe, I feel like with men, they're not acknowledged enough. You don't really hear men talking about mental health, and you don't even hear men talking about their issues.
That's because men hold it in. Men don't like to talk about their issues because we get laughed at, or you get teased, or with social media, with the negative, people make negative comments about it. So if I go on social media right now, I don't even know what to say, but if I say something negative about my life, people are going to sit back and laugh. They're not going to be like, yo, bro, it's going to be all right. Or some people might just do it, but it's a handful of people that's going to reach out like, yo, you really all right? Are you okay? But not everybody's like that. That's why men don't talk about their problems, or men just hold it in, period.
Oh, they just feel like they got to be strong.
That too. Like, we always was brought up, if you fall, your father or your mother told you, you better not cry, you a boy. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even know what to say to that, because how do you not cry? You know what I mean? Like, as a man, I feel like you should cry. Mm-hmm. You should let it out, because if you don't, it could all boil up to something else.
Yeah. I'm
speaking for me, not for all men.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of hide our pain so our family don't get the effect of it. So I try my hardest not to get in that space. Like, I know if I just sit down and think all day, then I probably would get into that space. Like, I probably would break down and be in a dark place. But as every time I see y'all, I can't allow myself to get in that space.
Okay.
I won't allow myself to get in that space. I always think positive when I see y'all, because if I'm in the dark place, that means you guys are gonna be in a dark place.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
It's really hard to explain, though. Honestly, it's hard to explain because, you know, I have some friends that committed suicide or was in the dark place that nobody never knew, and nobody knew what they was going through.
Right.
Nobody knew what they was going through. I mean, I've never thought about committing suicide or anything like that.
Thank God.
But I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
That situation. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Of course, it is hard to speak about because it's such a real thing. And not many people understand that. Yes, I do believe that, you know, we all struggle. We all have our struggles. But I just feel like not everybody has been in such a dark place where they felt alone or they wanted to commit suicide. And, you know, because being in a dark place, and I can speak from experience because I have been in a dark place before. It's crazy to say, but I remember a time that I wanted to take my own life. You know what I mean? Because I was in such a dark place. Like I was so deep in it that I didn't even know I was in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that you're in it until you're out of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how deep you're in it until you're out of it.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets tough. You know, because not everybody wants to talk about that time because they're like, I don't want to go back there. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody wants to speak about that because that's not easy to speak about. You know what I'm saying? But it's the real. And if you've been through it, imagine how many other people been through it.
Yeah.
You know?
I can definitely agree. Now I see what you're talking about.
You understand what I'm saying?
So yeah, now I understand. So I remember I was in a dark place when my first brother passed away. I was in a dark place. I was like not caring about anything, drinking every day, and just doing anything to take that pain away. And I didn't know what I was causing until I felt like when I got out of it. Like she said, you don't know what you're causing or what you're really going through until you get out of it. Ew. When you get out of it and you look around and it's like, damn, I really did that. I did this and I said this and I said that. And you just do some messed up things and to yourself and to other people too.
Right. And what's crazy is that this dark time for Sheik, he was in it for years. It wasn't just a couple of weeks, months. He was in it for years. And I was scared because I was like, oh, that's it. I lost him. Like, that's it. You know, we're done. And no matter what I tried to do, it did not matter. None of that mattered. No matter how much I tried to make things better, it didn't matter because he was so deep in. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know that you're in it when you're that deep in until, you know, you get out of it. We all struggle, you know what I'm saying? And even rich people, famous people, wealthy people, whatever, everybody has a struggle. Everybody has a struggle. There are people, though, who have absolutely nobody. See, we have each other, you know?
Yeah.
We could talk to each other. You know, I could be like, babe, I'm feeling like this, you know, and I really need help and but not everybody does that.
That's true, yeah.
People really fight it alone.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to be a burden, like you said. You don't want to bring that to your family because you know it's going to affect them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have people who have people to talk to, but they don't say nothing because they don't want to be a burden, or they feel like, oh man, I'm going to cause this or I'm going to cause that. So they hold it and they bottle it up. They never reach out for help. They never speak about it, and things just go left. If you're distancing yourself from your loved ones and you're pushing yourself away, you want to be alone and all these things, you're going to stay there for a long time. You're going to be there for a long time. We have to look for help. We have to reach out for help. You know what I mean? But back to what I was just saying, I have Sheik. Sheik has me. But then you really have people who don't have anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
Not family, not friends.
I can't even imagine what they go through.
You know, this is so serious, y'all. Depression does not discriminate. Depression doesn't have a face. You would never know if Sheik is upset. You would never know that Sheik is going through something. You would never know. And by looking at pictures and videos, you guys look at our pictures, you guys look at our videos, and you think to yourself, or I don't know what you guys are thinking, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking like, wow, they're so happy. They got it all together. They got their family. They got their 2 beautiful girls. They got this and they got that. Y'all have no idea. Y'all literally have no idea. Y'all see a video, y'all see pictures, y'all see all of these things. But if we were really going through something so deeply, you guys would have no clue.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It doesn't matter how beautiful your house is, how beautiful somebody's house is, how beautiful their family is, how much money they have, how wealthy they are. None of that matters. This depression does not discriminate.
It's true.
Anything you want to say, babe?
Nah. I'm just listening to you. Because it's all true. It's all real facts.
Yeah, like I told you guys earlier, like she had no idea we was doing this, and he was like, "You really want to do that video?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I really do. I really want to talk about this because it's too many people struggling in this world. Too many people struggling who feel like they're alone, who feel like they don't have nobody, who wouldn't want to reach out to a stranger or just don't want to reach out to anybody because they feel like they'll be a burden. No, you are important. You make a difference. Your presence makes a difference. You are loved. You are loved. You have a purpose in this world. You
Yes,
are
you do.
needed.
Yep.
You're not here for no reason. You're not here just to be here. You're here for a reason.
And there's always light at the end of that tunnel, man.
Yeah.
It's always.
Yeah. They saying it. The saying is, if you're going through hell, keep going. If you're going through it, if you're going through hell, keep going. Because like Sheik just said, there is a light at the ending of the tunnel. I wanted to also just really just talk about parents.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just so amazed with this video. Like, I'm getting, y'all don't even know, like, I'm getting this firsthand. Like, I'm just staring at you. I ain't even looking at the camera. I'm looking at you. That you gonna see most of the video when you edit it. I'm just staring at you. I'm like, wow, you saying some stuff. And I'm like,
Because it's true. You know it's true.
you just making me rewind. Like, all right, let me think. Was I doing this? Was I doing that? Was I messed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was messed up.
So I want to talk about parents.
Okay.
We never want to feel like our kids are bothering us, like they're too much. Like we never want to feel like we need a break away from them. Like why do we desperately need a break away from our kids? Like why? Like these are our babies and we love them so much and all these things. Like we never want to feel like that as parents because we feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like why do I feel like that? I love my baby so much. So we start to feel guilty as parents, right? Here's the thing. Me as a mom, and then I'm going to let Sheik speak. Right now, I stay at home with our 3-year-old. And I also stay with our 3-year-old nephew. Even before we moved here to Florida, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was a stay-at-home mom for maybe a year now. A year, two and a half, maybe 3 years now I've been a stay-at-home mom. And let me tell you, mentally, it's draining. It's so freaking draining. So I need a break. And in the beginning, I used to feel so guilty for needing a break and blah, blah, blah. But I don't feel guilty anymore. I'm going to take my breaks. And if my mom wants to take the kids for 4 days, 5 days, 6 days for 2 weeks, I'm okay with that. I'll be all right without them. You know what I'm saying? I have gotten to that point. Not all parents get a break. Not all parents have a mom like mine.
Yeah, I was just speaking to my friend about that too.
You know? Some people really have to stay with their kids 24/8.
Yeah.
There's no break. Imagine that. Imagine that. It's hard. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? And my heart, like I feel for the parents who literally get no break.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough.
That's tough. Mentally, it's draining. Mentally, your kids will really, if you have no help, your kids will drive you insane.
Yeah, you gotta speak to them 38 times a minute.
Yo, listen, it's serious, guys. Just know I feel for you and I hear you, I see you, I feel you. But what about you, babe? Like I know with the kids, because I know the kids drive you crazy too.
They do, but I love them.
Of course, I know that.
I mean, I feel like I don't see them enough, just like I feel like I don't see you enough.
Okay.
Because most of my time is spent away from y'all, so when I do get home, I mean, I do love on y'all, but...
Do you feel like it's a really big deal to like really get a break, or you just like whatever it is?
I've gotten so used to it that
Well, like getting a break?
yeah, I don't know how it will feel to not get a break. So I've gotten so used to it because
That's true. That's very true.
so to be with our kids for 1 whole year with no break, I probably lose my mind.
Yeah. No, that is very, very true because from when we had our first daughter, she's 9 years old now, but when we first had her, my mom always
Your
had
mother
her.
took her every weekend.
Every single weekend. My mom always, I'm telling you, we always had a break. You know, see, with Sheik, like he just said, he works. He's gone for a certain amount of hours, so when he comes home, he wants to be with us. You know, he wants to spend time with me. He wants to spend time with the kids. See, with me, I'm here all day long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta hold my hairs, you know?
Sometimes I feel bad because I come home. Like, if I had a hard day, I'll come home and I just want to relax. Like, I don't want to feed nobody. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit down, probably play my game, watch a movie. I don't want to hear, Daddy, I'm hungry. I look straight at her. Like, but then in my mind, I'm forgetting that she just was with him for 8 hours.
And then I feel bad because he's thinking that. In my mind, I'm thinking he's been working all day. He's tired.
Yeah, so.
So it's tough, but again, we get a break.
Yeah, then I catch myself yelling at her, babe, take her to the bathroom, please.
And that's another thing. That builds up.
Yeah, it does. And then if you don't take her to the bathroom, I'll be like, I gotta do everything.
Right. So that builds up.
Yeah.
That right there builds up. So imagine again the parents who get no break.
Yeah, it's
or
true.
the single moms
Yeah.
that got no break. Oh my goodness. This all just ties up with your mental health and making it a priority and taking care of your mental. Do the things that you love. And if you can't get out the house because you don't have a babysitter, go out with your kids, go buy the things you love, bring it home, and do the things you love in your home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, because I don't know what works for people. I don't. I know what works for me. I know what works for us. You know what I'm saying? I know what works for our family. I don't know what works for you guys. But whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that takes your mind away from your reality, you know what I'm saying, or the real things in your life that's driving you crazy, or whatever it is, cater to your needs. Make that your priority, because me personally, I can't pour from an empty cup. So I'm gonna take care of me. Somewhere, somehow, I'm gonna take care of me, because I can't cater to him. I can't be the best wife to him if my cup is empty. I can't be the best mother to my kids if my cup is empty. And because I can't function like that. I can't. And I refuse to be depressed. No, because I've been there before. And honestly, I owe it to God. I owe it to God. And that's my go-to. That's who saved me. That's who dragged me out of my depression. That's who dragged me out of those dark places that, y'all, I really didn't see the light at the ending of the tunnel, because I didn't. But God, I'm talking about prayer. Him putting people in my life that was praying for me, that loved me, that cared for me enough to pray for me.
Yep, even financially.
Oh my God, that's one of the biggest ones.
This is a thing that a lot of men struggle with.
Yeah.
Because we feel like we're not making enough or making ends meet. You gotta thank God that you getting something, because there's somebody out there that's not receiving anything, and they still walking around with a smile on their face. I'm not saying that that's everything, but thank God that you got life.
Like I said, I know what works for us. And what works for us is praying and just asking God to guide us. Because honestly, without God, listen, y'all, I probably wouldn't even be here. And that's the raw truth. I probably wouldn't even be here. You know, and when I'm having issues with him, I pray. When I'm having issues with, and I pray about everything. I do. And my best time to pray is in the shower. Like, I love praying in the shower. And sometimes I don't even have the words. I don't even know what to say. And I just be like, God, just hear my heart. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to say. But just hear my heart, please. You know? Or sometimes I feel like this is weird, but sometimes I feel like prideful. Like, all right, God, like, I know I'm coming to you about this again. Like my prayer is prideful. Like, it's weird. I can't explain it, you know? And it's just like, who am I? You know what I'm saying? God has brought me through this and took me through this. Like, even in our marriage, just so many things that I'm so grateful to God for, because we wouldn't even be. Guys, I can't stress it enough. You know, protect your mental. If it's not serving you, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Guys, if you're suffering, reach out. Reach out for help.
You can hit us up.
Yeah. Listen, my Instagram, Sheik's Instagram, everything is in the description. Please reach out. If you can't reach out to your mother, you can't talk to your father, your cousins, your family, your friends, reach out to us.
Yeah, we'll definitely write you right back.
We may not have the words, we may not have the right words, but we will be a listening ear. Just remember, you guys are not alone. You matter. You matter in this world, okay? There is a purpose for you. Things will get better. Things will be okay. You know, we're gonna struggle. We're gonna struggle. Perfect. It's not gonna be peaches and cream, y'all. Life is not set up that way. It's not set up that way. We're going to struggle. There's gonna be deaths. There's gonna be all of these things. But you have to protect your mental. You have to, guys. Like, it's serious, because people turn to drugs. Yeah. People turn to all these different addictions.
Drugs,
alcohol, gambling, all these things. There's so many things that people turn to, especially men. Men. Like, it's serious, y'all. Look for help. Get the help. Call these numbers, all these suicide hotline numbers. The resources are there.
Yeah.
The
Definitely are
the
there.
resources are there. There's somebody who's going to help you. There's somebody that's going to answer the phone. There's somebody who's going to write you back. Even if you have to talk to a stranger in the street. Walk into a church and just sit there. There's resources, you guys.
And for my little babies.
Babies.
But all right, you guys, we're going to wrap this up. I really wanted to talk about mental health. I really pray that whoever really needs help really looks for the help. Really looks for it and know that you matter. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay, but just don't live there.
Yeah.
Don't live there. Don't stay there. Things are going to go wrong. Things are not always going to be okay. It's just not. Please reach out for the help. Reach out for the help. You're not alone, okay? So we're going to end this out right here. We love you guys so much.
Make sure you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your post notification bell so you can get every single vliggity vlog.
Every single
Vliggity vlog.
We love you guys, and we'll see you guys in Vlogmas Day 17.